Good evening, everyone. You're all very welcome here to Stabannon Hall, and on behalf of Stabannon Parnells, I want to extend a very warm welcome to all of you who are here in the hall this evening, those of you who are joining us online from near and far away. And on this Mother's Day, I want to pay a tribute to all of the mothers who are here with us in the room this evening, those who are watching in online, and we also remember those who are not with us on Mother's Day today. The idea for this draw, I suppose, came to fruition last August. And it seems like a long road, but in times it has flown by. It has taken the hard work of the committee members of Stabannon Parnells GFC to bring us here tonight, and in particular a subcommittee that was set up to run the draw. And I just want to pay tribute to the members of the subcommittee who are here with us tonight, in particular Mags Briscoe, Ciara Brennan, Olivia Hickey, Gráinne Murray, and myself, but more affectionately known as the girls within the club. So a big cheer for the girls who are here sitting behind me. And I don't want to forget our chairman, who can't be here with us tonight, Brendan McConnon, and the minor board secretary, Anthony Briscoe, who were all also part of the subcommittee. So a big shout out to Brendan and Anthony. I'm sure they're tuning in tonight. Many roads have been travelled, many stalls have been set up, and many phone calls have been made to bring us to where we are tonight. And I just want to pay a big tribute again on behalf of the club to all of you who are here this evening, those of you who are watching in online, and those of you who sold tickets. We will be forever indebted to all of you. We do know you've travelled the country selling tickets. Many tickets have been sold in this community, in this county, and far and wide. So again, to all of you, a very, very sincere thank you to all of our ticket sellers. I want to pay tribute to our club sponsors, in particular to Anthony Byrne Property Services, to Jerry Mackin Transport, to the White River Group and to Anard Electrical for their ongoing support, not only this year, but in previous years. So a thank you to our club sponsors. Bellingham Castle came on board with us for this fundraiser back in August of last year, and we were delighted to be partnered with Bellingham Castle. And in particular, I want to say a big thank you to Ciara Carlin and her team in Bellingham Castle for helping us publicise the draw and drive ticket sales. So to Bellingham Castle, a very big thank you. A big thank you as well to the RD and District Cancer Support Group, who we have partnered with as part of this draw. And as you know, the RD and District Cancer Support Group are looking to secure a facility in the Midloud area to help people, their families and their friends who are experiencing long-term illnesses. And I'm delighted to have the chairperson of that group here tonight, Rose McCusker. And I'd just like to invite Rose up to have a few words with her. Rose, you're very welcome here with us tonight. We were delighted to partner with you as part of this fundraiser. And just, I suppose, from your perspective, what has it meant to the RD and District Cancer Support Group?
Well, I suppose, first of all, I should say, in relation to cancer, there's probably not one person in this room who hasn't been touched by it in some way or other. And our aim is to, as quickly as possible, secure an accommodation where we can assist our people locally to deal with issues surrounding cancer that often people don't think about. So this has given us a great opportunity, thank you all to Stabannon Parnells for that, to sort of highlight, first of all, who we are, and secondly, what we're about. So I'm very grateful to you all here today, and to the club, and to the girls, which I just heard about, for your support and for choosing RD and District Cancer Support to share in this event. So that's just been brilliant for us. So it couldn't have worked out better. Thank you again.
Brilliant. Thanks, Rose. Thank you very much. We're delighted that you're here with us tonight. And before we get proceedings underway, I want to invite our club secretary, Patrick Butterley, a man who has had a great career in club football and county football, but I guess now he's come full circle being the club secretary. So Patrick, a few words from you on how the draw has gone so far.
It's gone tremendously well. I think it's exceeded our expectations. We're a small club, rural-based club, and like any club, we say, very much dependent on fundraising. So, this was a very, very big undertaking, we say, a couple of months ago. And there was times where, morale was high and then it was dipping a bit. But in the last week, 2 weeks, it's been phenomenal, and it's turned out to be a great success. So well done to the committee and everybody and the people that actually have bought. So as a club, like every other club, we're delighted we see the people have supported us. Thank you.
And one of the things that we want to do as part of the proceeds from the fundraiser is to develop our facilities and in particular focus on the young people that are coming through in the club at the moment. And just talk to us a little bit, Patrick, about the successes of the underage teams and the groups over the last number of years.
Yeah, well, I suppose this year has been a unique year in the history of Stabannon Parnells. We never won a minor championship before in the history of the club. And not only did we win one, but we won 2 minor championships because our ladies and our men's were involved in, the teams that actually won the minor championship. So great success, we say, for the club, and we're very proud of them. But not alone them, we say, there's a lot of underage players coming through. There's a lot of work being done with underage. And I suppose with us being a very small-based, rural-based club, numbers sometimes can be very limited. But, even in the past, when numbers were limited, the work was always being done. And people have done a great job in keeping the club going. Now, we've greater numbers now, and we've actually a greater number of people actually participating, we see, on the Louth Minors and the under-20 teams at all levels. We've 3-4 lads actually involved with the under-18 men's, and we also have a representation on the ladies under-18 team as well. And we've a good representation on the under-20, but even below that, we say there's a lot of young players coming through. So it augurs well. And look at, really, as a rural-based area, we're very much, we say, a community focus, and the club and football, we say, brings everybody together, and it's very, very important. And when we see actually what's happened here tonight is brilliant testament, we say, to everybody and the community. So we're delighted, and hopefully we see, we've a lot to look forward to in the next couple of years with the young people coming through.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Patrick. And we have here behind us the 2 minor cups that were never before in the history of the club. So you've got the ladies' cup here and you've got the boys' cup. And I'm delighted also, I see him down there at the back. We're joined by the minor captain for the Louth team for this year. So a big shout out down there to Alan Reynolds. Just before we get into the details of the draw, we have some special guests here with us tonight that I just want to say hello to before we get proceedings underway. And as I mentioned, we're already joined by Rose from the RD and District Cancer Support Group and Patrick from the club as club secretary. And we also tonight have the chairperson of the ladies committee here. We've Gráinne Whelan, and we've Michael Reynolds, who is the chairperson of the juvenile committee, along with us here this evening. And we also have Kieran Maloney, Anne Harrington and Aidan Hanratty, who will be performing the honours of pulling out the lucky winners in just a few moments, and we'll introduce them as we're coming to the pulling out of the tickets. But before we get proceedings underway, I just want to give you an idea of how the draw is going to run this evening. So as you can see, we have all of our tickets here in this box here, which I can tell you a lot of blood, sweat and tears was had here earlier on today, and a bit of crack as well too while we were doing that. But we have lots and lots of tickets, as you can see in the draw in the box this evening. We have our independent verifier who's here behind me, who is Aidan Ryan, who is a member of An Garda Síochána. As a ticket is drawn out from the box, the ticket will be handed to Aidan Ryan, who will then check with Olivia and Mags on this side and then cross over to Gráinne and Ciara for double verification. The ticket will then be handed back to myself, and we will call it out by number first and then call it out by name. And we'll repeat the same process for the second and third prize. The first ticket out of the box tonight will be the winner of the wedding in Bellingham Castle or the €20,000. So, to get proceedings underway, I'm delighted to formally welcome the former school principal in Stabannon, the 1968 championship winner also, and he was only a child when he won that championship, and a very upstanding member of our community. Please give a very warm welcome to Kieran Maloney. So Kieran, we're now going to invite Kieran to draw out the ticket for the wedding prize or the €20,000. So over to you, Kieran.
Okay, I'll do that.
Better move them around a wee bit.
I have one.
Could be you, could be you. So as the ticket is verified, we're just going to have a few words with Kieran. So Kieran, you're very welcome here this evening. I suppose just to have a chat with you about school football and how important the school's football is for a GAA club like Stabannon.
It's vitally important. Without school football, you don't have any underage football because that's where it starts. And when I was teaching here, I was manager, chairperson, everything of the schoolboys club. And the girls as well, I have to say. And Anna Harrington was in charge of the camogie, so between the two of us, we kept the whole thing going. But it is vitally important. And like we were playing at that time, because the school was small, just 7-a-side. Most of the games were 7-a-side. And we won quite a few of them. And you could be going down to second class or first class to get people. And you'd even have wee fellas in infants coming along. Can I be a sub? Do you want to play? Do you want to play? No, I just want to be a sub. Anything. All they wanted to do was put on. All they wanted to do was put on the jersey. They had to have the jersey on. They'd run around the field. They had no interest in what was going on. But once they got the jersey on, they were happy. So it was vitally important, even from the age of 5 and 6, that they were interested in football. And the same then, when the girls' football started, the same thing happened. And you know yourself how the girls progressed over the years. From that, most of them were. Initially, anyway, they were past pupils of the school. I know the club spread out and took in people from elsewhere, which was a great idea, because on their own, it would have been almost impossible to do what it did. And similarly with the minors now, it's great to see a few clubs getting together and putting up a decent game against, or a decent opposition against the big town teams, because on your own, you just can't do it. Yeah.
And just before we let you go, was there any players that stood out?
I had one famous player, but I'm sorry, it was before I came to Stabannon. I taught Bernard Flynn, who won a few All-Irelands with Meath.
Oh, wow.
But when I came to Stabannon, I'm sorry, even Nicholas Butterley, the great Nicholas Butterley, they never managed an All-Ireland, you know. But we had, yes, some very nice players, and they went on and won quite a lot. I played with Stabannon for over 20 years. And the first year I was with them, I won a medal, and that was it. I won nothing after that.
Sure.
And then when I stopped, I won all around them. So it was time to go. Okay.
Thanks very much, Kieran. I'll ask you just to stay with us as we call out the winner of the Winner Wedding. So we have the winner of our Winner Wedding, or €20,000. It's ticket 2,429, and the name on the ticket is Paddy McDonnell, a Harristown RD. So if I'm being told correctly here, I think that is Paddy McDonnell, who's married to Pauline Rooney, yeah, dad of Tig. So congratulations to Paddy McDonnell, winner of our Winner Wedding, or €20,000 with Stabannon Parnells and Bellingham Castle. Thanks very much, Kieran. Thank you. Thank you. And now to pick out the winner of our second prize, which is €3,500, I would like to invite former school teacher, All-Ireland Camogie winner. She's affectionately known as the boss within St Anne's Camogie Club. And in 2014, a little known fact that you may not all know, Anne was awarded the most influential people, one of Ireland's most influential people in 2014 by the Camogie Association. Give a big warm welcome to Anne Harrington. So Anne, you're very welcome, and we'd like to invite you to draw out the winner of our €3,500. So if you can just turn around and face the camera, yes, that's okay. And thanks very much for doing that. And while they're verifying it, so the title, that's what we call Brendan McConnon here in this club, the boss. So I don't know, is it a help or a hindrance when it comes to being involved in Camogie or GAA clubs?
It's a hindrance,
It's a hindrance.
I can tell you.
You get to do everything and are responsible for everything.
That's correct.
Very good. And you've been involved in the Camogie for years, and I know that some of the girls that have won championships with the ladies' team have would have been playing camogie while you were with St Anne's. Is there any of the players that have stood out for you or that you remember as being good players when they were with the camogie team?
Here in Stabannon.
Here in Stabannon.
Well, Grace Lynch and Stephanie Sherman joined the club over in, and Fiona Price, a few other girls, Fiona Price. There were a couple of Lynch girls as well.
Yeah.
But Grace and Stephanie joined the club in St Anne's, and they were
Very good.
excellent players, as you know. Yeah, they were.
Grace went on to captain our ladies team to win the first senior championship in 2009, so I'm sure you taught her well. I just have one question before I let you go. Was she as good at the homework as she was at camogie or football?
That's a secret. I can't tell you.
I can't tell you. She's watching tonight. And thanks very much. I think we're almost ready to verify our second winner. So winner of our €3,500 is on ticket number 687, and the winning ticket is Tig Carney from Milestown in Kilcerne. So very congratulations to Tig Carney. So that, I think, is brother of Sheila Carney, who plays on the ladies' team. So well done to Tig Carney, and thanks very much for being with us tonight. An honour to talk to you. Thank you very much. And to draw out our final ticket for €1,500, I'm going to invite a past player, past chairperson and current honorary president of Stabannon Parnells, and I suppose he's affectionately known to me as Daddy. Give a warm welcome to Aidan Hanratty. So we'll ask you to do the same as Anne and Kieran and draw out the winner of our €1,500. So if you want to turn around and face the camera, perfect. I was just saying to Joe on the way in, I don't know what I'm going to ask Daddy, but he said, a good question. He did say to me, what's for dinner? Seeing as I cook breakfast.
There wasn't time to get any today with all the work.
You were very busy here helping us earlier on.
That's what it's all about, isn't
That's what it's all about.
Helping out the club, yeah.
As a past player, chairperson and now honorary president, how are you viewing the club at the moment?
Oh, it's great. It's great to see the youth that's in the club now, and please God, in the next year or two, we'll be able to bring success, and we have a field now fit for anyone to play, and there's some of the people that come to say it's the best field that's in the country. And it was a great honour to be part of getting that field and getting it ready. And now, as that was 1989, I think, when we started that, and now it's coming to fruition now. It was always said that it was for the youth of the parish, and now it's proven that it's there for the youth, and thanks be to God we have the youth now to make a good job of it and make use of it. So
brilliant, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. And look, at not only not having dinner today, there was many Sundays where we didn't have dinner. I see Carol down in the back, we were carted off to footballs here, there and everywhere, and in football pitches. But like, I think, you know, I know I'm your daughter, but I probably say it on behalf of everybody, thank you to you for all the work you do and are currently doing in Stabannon Parnells, and we're delighted that you're here with us, so you can just stay where you are to call out the third winner. And ticket number 1,631, and the name on the ticket is Jason Finlay, RD. So congratulations to Jason. We got the tree. Okay. So we're coming to the end. I just want to say a big thank you to all of you again who are here this evening. A big thank you who are watching in. Again, all of the people who have sold tickets. A big thank you to Joe Finnegan, who is here on camera, who keeps us all on cue and on time. So a very big thank you to you, Joe. Big congratulations to our winners tonight. So to Paddy McDonnell, to Tig Carney, and to Jason Finlay, winners of our Win a Wedding or €20,000, €3,500 and 1,500. So on behalf of Stabannon Parnells, thank you once again, one and all, and we wish you all good health and happiness for the remainder of 2022.